Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of November 2015. Now we will be looking at your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations, your finances, health and well-being, and your relationship areas. The first thing you do have around you in connection with the home and the family. Look, you do have the Page of Pentacles sitting here, and I love this card. This generally tells you that the future is big and bright and beautiful. You're going to be focusing very much on the financial areas, okay? Maybe pretty as a picture. Maybe this is a time to really kind of spruce things up, bit of painting, okay? Maybe doing up the yards and putting a little bit more time and energy in the home and the family. Maybe it's a very significant time for a reunion and everybody's getting a family portrait done. Whatever it is, it shows that this is going to be a very abundant month, okay? And you're going to be feeling quite happy and quite settled where the home dynamics are concerned. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, you have the Three of Wands in reverse, and generally this means that you're kind of going to need to listen to your own advice. Others may have a very strong opinion on what you should be doing this month. However, it does come down to you, and you may even find that when you do follow your own advice, you're less confused because quite often everybody else has an input. For those that are trying to look or climb up the corporate ladder or look for a different job in a different area, this could be one of the times. If your gut says do it, then do it. If it doesn't, then obviously don't ask somebody else if you should be applying, because who knows, they could just go and apply anyway, okay? Or tell somebody else who could potentially lead down the line and you may not have a job at all. So really do listen to yourself. Don't get caught up in the tea room gossip. Just listen to what needs to be done and where you want to be and where you feel comfortable. Now, for those that are looking for work, this is going to be one of those times that, you know what, if you get that urge, just go for it and keep persisting with it. You don't need somebody else to give you a validation or to accommodate for you. This is really about you taking charge during this period of time, and by doing so you may be finding that you lend yourself some potential opportunities to really open not just doorways but some very strong successful career paths. In connection with your finances, now you've got the King of Cups sitting here, and this is generally a very sensitive card. It tells you that, there is some sensitivity around your financial areas, whether you're needing someone else to understand your position at the moment, or whether this is where you're kind of going like, I should have a little bit more in the bank account. Maybe I should be doing this instead. Maybe financially I shouldn't have made that decision. This is not about being hard on yourself. It's about kind of going back to logic again and going, you know what, look, it happened, or look, that situation's like this at the moment. However, it doesn't mean that it's going to present itself strongly, in the same way in the future. So it's about listening, but also not being so hard on yourself. You may find that if you are looking for some sort of financial assistance in any shape or form, or going for a loan, or looking at investments, there is a very strong topic of understanding where you're really kind of putting your heads together and going, well, how can we work this out? And you may be finding that, the end result really does end up feathering your nest. In connection with your health and your well-being, you've got the Moon in reverse. Now, the Moon in reverse generally means that you're doing a lot of talking about what you want to do. However, you may not be actually putting the action in. If you said, look, I'm going to join the gym, you've probably been saying that for months. Well, now's the time to kind of like put yourself behind that, okay? It is about you kind of looking at different aspects of your health and your well-being. Maybe you need to get your teeth done. Maybe you need to get your hair done. Maybe, it's about you kind of looking at what it is that you want, and maybe you're kind of like looking at different avenues to achieve it. Whatever it is, this month allows you to not only put your feelers out there, but to also get the ball rolling. In connection with your relationships, now you've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, and usually this is a card that generally relates to other people having a say in your life rather than you having a say. Now, we can be affected by the opinions of others in many different ways. For some people, you might not get on as much with your family or in-laws, or you might have a particular friend that always seems to have, a little bit of a say about your relationship. This month is about you not being affected or swayed by others. It's about you sticking to your guns about what you want, okay? And knowing that by doing so, that others' input is really very minute. It's about your happiness. It's about you finding what you want out of this. It's about you challenging yourself to stand on your own 2 feet, okay? And I mean that in the most kindest and gentlest way, because your relationship dynamics really does depend on it this month. Now, for those that are single and looking, this is about you going, you know what? If you like someone that's tall, dark and handsome, or short, blonde and buxom, okay, that's your opinion, okay? That's something that is attractive for you. Then don't let others sway you off what you want, okay, or tell you what you should be doing. This is about you following your own heart and what you desire truly to be a part of your life. And in doing so, you'll actually probably find that you open that opportunity a lot quicker if you follow someone else's lead.